Well, this morning, some Canadians are waking up hoping their network nightmares are over. People are still looking for answers after last Friday's Rogers outage. And today, Canada's industry minister will hold a virtual meeting with the head of the company and other telecom leaders. A statement from Francois-Philippe Champagne's office calls the 15-hour service disruption unacceptable, adding he will discuss the importance of network reliability with Rogers CEO as well as others. On Saturday, Rogers said it had restored service to the vast majority of its customers, but some were still reporting problems Sunday. Bell is the parent company of CTV News. With more, I'm joined by our senior political correspondent, Mike Couteur. So, Mike, what are you learning about this meeting later today?
Yeah, it just won't be the three telcos, the big three that we know of, BCE, of course, Bell, Rogers, and TELUS. We are hearing that it'll also include the other major regional players. So think of Videotron, massive in Quebec, SaskTel. You also have others like Shaw Communications and, of course, Eastlink, which is one of the major service providers out east. So they will all be called to the table. And the reason for this meeting and the reason that he wants all of them around the table is to reinforce that message that what happened on Friday was unacceptable. And he wants to make sure that everybody in every region understands that. Think about this outage happening to any other of these, and it could cripple some of the systems in any of those regions. So that is really the message that he wants to sort of convey to them and wants to sort of make sure that everybody is on the same page, Marcia, and that they can't see this happen again.
So what kind of outcome could we expect from this meeting, if any, Mike?
Yeah, and that's one of the questions here. What does the minister want, other than conveying the message that this can't happen again? What I'm hearing is that he wants to see solutions going forward, making sure that we're mitigating or limiting these kinds of outages going forward. We know that when you consider what it was a network system failure following a maintenance update. That is what Rogers had said. Well, if there is going to be another maintenance update that a number of these networks have to go through, what is going to be in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again? And if it does happen again, that it doesn't take 15 hours or even more so in the case of some of the users who are still experiencing outages in different pockets of the country. And so the industry minister, Francois-Philippe Champagne, really wants to make sure that he wants to see solutions on the table and to make sure that if this does happen again, that it gets taken care of a lot more quickly than 15 hours.
All right, Mike, thanks for that update from Ottawa.